and welcome to Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree. This is potentially the finale. We are in the final boss of the DLC. We are at the end of the DLC. However, this boss has a reputation to be one of the hardest bosses that From Software has ever made. Whether or not it's actually that, who knows? This was a lot of people's first From Software game. A lot of people don't have the experience that some of the vets do in relation to fighting like Orphan of Cause or even Melania, who was optional in the main game. So, whether or not it's actually that difficult, who knows? But we got about 50 attempts in last time. So I'm going to bring the counter up to 150. We're going to keep pushing on. It is Radahn. Radahn is the consort of Mikola. Keep in mind that they are half-brothers. And they're getting married so that Radahn can become the Elden Lord and Mikola can take Marika's place. Also, Mikola is a guy and Radahn is a guy. Let's go gays! Another victory for the gays! Let's go! It's also incest! Also, Mikola kind of looks like a kid. He's not really a kid, but he looks like a kid. So it's kind of like, you know, but let's go guys, let's go! So, you know, but we're gonna beat him up. We're gonna beat him up now. Beat him up now, y'all. My predictions are working. Hell yeah. I thought they wouldn't be working today. I'm gonna have to get the muscle memory that I got last time back. Yeah. Oh, my thing didn't appear though. That's okay. There you go.
Curse you, Bale!
Oh, jeez.
This guy looks pretty important. He is the reincarnation of maybe the only good guy in the entire video game. He is also he kind of looks like Ganon, yeah. Which makes sense, because Demon Souls was inspired by The Legend of Zelda. Then why are you fighting him? Because I need to... Is this the Radahn? This is the reincarnation of Radahn. You can see horns on his legs and arms because he's using Mohg's body right now. Should have healed. Didn't. He's also beating you up pretty bad. Yeah, look at his health bar. You always die at my favorite part of the song. Oh, I'll get there eventually. Okay. Radahn is a demigod. Radahn is the child of Radagon and Rennala, before Radagon divorced Rennala to go marry Marika. When he married Marika, who, again, Radagon and Marika are the same person, by the way, multiple children of their own, one of which was Mesmer, who we've killed. Another was Mikola and Melania. Mikola is the child of Radagon and Marika. So, Radon is the half-brother of Mikola, the person who he's marrying, their consort. So, Radon is a demigod. Mikola is, to his perspective, a demigod, but in reality, a full god. A pure-blood god. Okay. Oh. I learned something, though. I had to dodge that to the side. Isn't it crazy how iconic Ganon's armor is? I wouldn't be surprised if his design is kind of based on Ganondorf. However, I'm wearing his armor that was him infected version. This is what he looked like infected. When he was full of scarlet rot. He looked like this. I don't think I have his great swords, do I? No. That's okay. The Shanaz, I do... You have forgotten what my character looks like until now. Mm-hmm. Where is... There it is. He looks kind of like this. Yep. This is big Radon. But now he's little Radon. Because he's not infected. Ooh, I kind of like those. Feet. Kind of like these. Do I like these more than the clean rot gauntlets? Ooh, I kind of like these too. No, I like the clean rot. Okay. Anyways, never show your body ever again. With the turtle shell? The turtle shell is mine. I stand with the dogs. Oops. Okay. You didn't answer my question earlier. What's your question earlier? Dead. No. No. Oh, that's weird. He's never done it like that before. Okay. Usually he does that move after, but... So, in the, Here, we'll watch it. Hang on, I'll show you. So, in the trailer of the game, we see... At the very beginning...
Mikula the Kind spoke of the beginning.
Mikula reaching inside of a corpse. This is Mohg's
The
corpse.
seduction. And the betrayal.
And then going up to this big thing.
An affair from which gold arose.
And raising his arms up into the sky. And as it zooms out, you see all these corpses in these two big gateways. That's where we are. That's where we're at. That's what we're looking at. It's this. So what we're looking at there... hi, Happy Cat. How you doing? Is him doing the spell, assumedly, whatever, that revives Radahn, but also allows us to enter this area and stuff. How that necessarily works, I truly do not know. But that's that gateway. Where that trailer took place. Okay. So is Radahn guarding the gateway? To tell you the truth, I don't know why we're fighting. I'm here to stop Mikula, to kill Mikula, so that we can ascend to the throne, rather than Mikula ascending to the throne. What was the intro cutscene like? That is a good point. We could rewatch the intro cutscene. That's a good idea. Here, let me swipe my earbuds real quick. It's a good idea. You walk up to the gate, sure. Why? Why? The corpse gate? Oh. Yeah, maybe. Here, let me, there could be spoilers here. I accidentally muted my Discord. There could be spoilers here, so come on. Is this? Yes.
My loyal blade and champion of the festival. Both your deeds will ever be praised in song.
This is Mikula, yeah.
Now, the vow will be honored.
So notice the horns on these people's heads. These are horn scent. The people that Mesmer allegedly crusaded against and killed and murdered at Marika's order. But they're here at this gate with Mikula. So theoretically it wasn't Marika.
And my lord brother's soul will return, so that he may be my consort.
It was probably all for the mission of reviving Radahn. He is very sick. Well, he's not sick in that he's sick when we fought him the first time. But now this time he's just cool.
Champion of the festival.
Champion of the festival is in relation to him being like such an amazing fighter and stuff. Loyal Blade is questionable. He never swore himself to Mikola as far as I know, but I guess maybe he did. Maybe he was working for Mikola in the main game. Maybe we never really learned who Radahn was in service of at any point. We just thought that he was in service of himself, or that he was fighting for Marika and the Golden Order. But maybe he was in service of Mikola the whole time. Why Malenia and him fought, who knows then at that point. I don't know why that would happen. Mikola's maybe manipulating him? Maybe. Maybe. That is a good guess, but he did lose his rune that broke the charm on people, though, so he wouldn't have that charm anymore. I don't know. Maybe. And then it talks about the vow. That's so that they can get married. That's the vow of being his consort, of getting married and stuff. Yeah. Okay. Dang. I'm doing better, though. Oh, two of them broke. Homie, I'm right next to you. Dang. Oh, okay. Figured that one out. All right. I'm a fool. Okay. I'm gonna try something new with that lightning attack. Maybe it's a red herring. I keep backing away, but I noticed just then that there seems to be a circle around him of just lightning, not spikes. So I feel as though maybe it's a red herring, and nice. And instead, I need to move towards him rather than away. We'll see if I can change that muscle memory. That attack's rough. Okay. Fuck. I haven't figured out that attack yet. Okay, I'm gonna start the death counter back up at 76. However, I'm a knower, and I can see how much damage I'm doing. I know, because I'm a knower, that in Shadow Realm Blessing, I have Skidoo Tree Blessing 17. See that over there? I'm like 90% sure that the max is 20. And I know that it is at the very least 18, because I have... Is it not in here? Is it in? Oh, there it is. I have one Skidoo tree fragment right here. So I know that there is more that I can get. So I think I'm going to take a moment to figure out where the rest of these are and get to the point that this boss very clearly expects me to be at. New content, new content, new content, new content. A hill I've never been on. Okay, okay, alright. Yeah, I haven't done that in a while. New content, new content, new content! New content has been found. Man, that's strong with these guys. They, like, get immediately stumbled. They have, like, negative poise. Infinite stagger. So I put my marker here. However, it wasn't precise. It wasn't a precise marker. I didn't know what I was doing. I'm looking for all the thingies, and so I put it here. But it doesn't look like there's anything on this cliff in particular. I believe it's up by the cross. I bet it's only one Skidoo tree fragment, though, not like 80 like I need. I'm sure I've missed others around. The others are going to be significantly more difficult for me to find. Simply because it's very easy for me to clearly see. Oops. I abandoned here my eyes. That benefits me. Because, like, even with finding that one, I only have 2 blessings. So I need to find, or 2 fragments, rather. So, somewhere else, there is many fragments. New content, new content, new content. Never seen this, never seen this. Completely passed by this. Hi. Do you think these guys drop more of the, item dropping stuff? I always meant to go grind for more of that, and then I never did. And I probably missed out on a lot of items because I didn't, but hey. That's just a theory. A, item drop rate theory. Thanks for watching. Item. By the way, chat, I know we're at the end of the game and stuff, but if you thought that this is, like, the end, it is not. If we beat Radon tonight, that is not the end of Elden Ring. We still have, like, a few more main bosses in the main game, and a couple more areas to explore. Now, we don't need to, like, fully explore them 100% or anything. I haven't been doing that the whole fucking game. However, we will be returning to the main game and finishing off the main game as well. However, that should only be a few more streams. It shouldn't be like, it's not going to be like 20. It's only a few more streams. But we are rapidly approaching the end of this video game. We are very close to finishing off the whole video game. It really, how long that is really depends on how many attempts this boss in particular takes. Because once we get back to main game, not only are those all bosses that I fought before, they're bosses that aren't super infinitely challenging, and I'll be able to beat them in less than 100 tries, guaranteed. Probably less than 20 tries most. So, you know. So I would have found the demi-human people, these guys, a lot earlier had I taken this path, but I completely missed that this direction existed. Which is crazy, because I felt like in main game, or rather, for the bulk of this playthrough, I've been very, Hi, Farm. How are you? For the bulk of this playthrough, I've been very, thorough. Big goat. God damn. But now I'm in an entire area that I've never seen before. I can do that too. My earbud just died. I wonder if there's anything else that I've missed around. Did that goat have a golden fleece? Yes, it also is having lightning. It's also doing lightning. They turn gold like that because they're eating reed that is gold and causes lightning to strike. And so in turn, because of that being their primary diet, they are gaining electricity-like properties and also gaining a gold hue. Or rather, a yellow hue, more like, but you know, whatever. Is this a Hercules reference? Maybe. A painting. Do I know where this is? Reminiscence of a painting titled Incursion. The painter is said to have captured the landscapes seen during the last moments of those welcomed into death's embrace. The soul of the painter and the vestiges of the dead's last moments can be discovered by visiting locations depicted even now. Hanging bridge. Fire stuff. The bottom being a grave. Hanging bridge, fire stuff. Hanging bridge, fire stuff. Not a man-made bridge. Rock bridge. Hanging. At a grave site. Here? No. Hanging bridge, grave site. Not man-made. A natural bridge. It could be around here. We don't talk about Juno, no, no, no. We don't talk about Juno. Disappointed! I just finished toning my hair. My hair was like banana Laffy Taffy yellow. And I put pink toner on it for like a light strawberry blonde. It is now almost white. I don't know where we took the wrong turn, but we're definitely lost. Oh, do you like the white? Have I been there? No. Do I want to? Yes. How'd I get down there without brutally dying? Looks like there's a path. It's not bad. I like it enough. So are you going to try again for the pink? Hercules isn't his actual name. It's the Roman name. Yes. Yes. Hercules is the better name than Heracles. I'm ignoring this guy. I'm choosing to. I hate fighting these guys, so I'm moving into the building. That's the beginning of the game down there. Ooh. Well, I guess I'm at the beginning of the game now. Alright, I'll fight him. Anyways, back to where I was. Hata. A weapon comprised of a linear double-sided blade attached to a substantial guard, wielded by Oathseeker Knights. This versatile armament can be swung about like a fist or used in the manner of a straight sword. Skill, impaling thrust. Same thing, okay. Oathseeker Knight Helm. These knights set off on quest of discovery, hoping to find by themselves an oath of their own choosing to serve in perfect, lifelong devotion. It was once thought that the blessed sap of the Erdtree would dip from its boughs forever, but that age of plenty swiftly came to a close, and with time the Erdtree became more of an object of faith. Hata. 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 There it is. Looks like this. Kinda dumb. And then if I one-handed, it's more like a straight sword, which is pretty cool. And where is the Oathseeker? There it is. mean, it's not bad. If I wear... Is this Needle Knight Lettuce stuff? So if I wear... Kinda. Yeah, it is. This is Needle Knight Lettuce stuff. So it's the rest of Letta's gear. Gotcha. Okay. My Mumther... I do have a dentist appointment this week to pull teethies. I think I have a cavity in my upper left that I need to go to the doctor for. Nor, it's just kind of not fun fighting the same monsters because it takes so long. You don't have to fight the same monsters that often. And if you were doing the main quest and getting your HR up to do the main quest, then you would be fighting new monsters. There's new monsters in HR. Are you doing the side quests, the yellow markers? In order to level up, you gotta do them. Yeah, but not that many. Are you doing the yellow markers? The quests? It's a lot because it takes so long. Oh, you don't know what you're. You don't know what you're. If you had the knowledge of the previous monster hunters like I do, you wouldn't be saying that. You have no idea. Tooth and nail say get good. You do. It is kind of a get good. But I wouldn't say they take that long. I mean, like, there's challenge quest events right now where you have to beat the fight. You have to beat a monster in 5 minutes. I've done it in 5 minutes and 40 seconds. I haven't been able to do 5 minutes. Forever, they take less than 10 minutes each. But Vic's done with their homework. Maybe they'll play with you and get you up to HR. Get your HR up. Oh my god. Maybe I don't have the right gear. Maybe. Oh.
This is a reminder. Remove VIP from Vic.
Oh, Vic just lost. Speaking of Vic.
This is a reminder. Remove VIP from Vic.
But I don't know. I don't recall any of the fights taking more than 10 minutes. Blood Fiend arm. I think we've gotten that before. An arm pulled from the corpse of one of their kin and wielded as a makeshift weapon. Having it been sanctified by a blood ritual, this armament is capable of spraying blood stored within when executing a strong attack. Un-VIP at Victoria is bored. Ray Dow, I hate. There are a lot of people in the community playing, including myself. If you join the squad lobby, I might be on. If not, you can ask, and I may play anyways. You can always ask. Even if I say no one time, I may say yes another. You can always ask. Like I said, one hunt only takes 10 minutes. I can jump on for a hunt. If even 10 minutes. You are not bad at the video game. The fact that you've gotten even this far means that you are not bad. And you are also learning, so... so don't even suggest that you are bad at the video game, because I will shoot that down every single time. Raises Arcane. Ooh. The clan who lost everything in the Great Fires peered upon the corpse of their ancestor, normally an act of sanctity, and saw in its shadow a twisted deity. The clan had suffered such torment that the horrible thing was taken as an object of worship. What? The clan, who lost everything in the Great Fires, peered upon the corpse of their ancestor. Normally, an act of sanctity. Alexa, define sanctity.
The word entity is commonly
Nope,
used to
Alexa,
refer to
stop. This fucking robot. Don't even ask, just say you're playing Monster Hunter in the Discord. And then say, hey, if anyone wants to join. Sanctity. The state or quality of being holy, sacred, or saintly. Ultimate importance and inviolability. Inviolability? The fact or quality of being safe or protected from attack. Oh, okay. Peered the corpse of their ancestor, normally a sacred act, and saw in its shadow a twisted deity. The clan had suffered such torment that the horrible thing was taken as an object of worship. Okay. Whoa. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. First off, Alexa, set a reminder 1 month from now. Alexa, set a reminder. Remove VIP from the Arctic Flute. 1 month from today. I hate how she does that. Alexa, stop. Alexa, set a reminder.
what's the reminder for?
Remove VIP from the Arctic Floof.
When should I remind you?
In 1 month.
What time May 14th should I remind you?
12:46 p.m.
Okay, I'll remind you May 14th at 12:46 p.m.
So you got a month of VIP, you got Chaos, you got Scene FX, you can swap the wallpaper if you want to whatever you want, send me in DMs in Discord. Whatever you want to be your wallpaper, send it to me. You got a free workout redeem. It might have already played, it might play later, I don't know, we'll see, keep me honest. And you got a free item box redeem. All are part of the same thing, so it might take some time to get through them all. But if they don't happen, keep me honest. Okay? One person loses VIP, the other gains it. I'm sorry, Anna. Echo, add condoms to the shopping list. Oh, I was reading. I was figuring something out. Okay, so I got that. I want to figure out if... I need to find, like, a mesmer weapon. Oops! Fuck, I was on one, too. Does this scale with arcane? No, it scales with faith. Interesting. If I were to equip this, what does that raise my drop rate to? 214. You can't really see. Trust me. Trust me, bro. It raises it to 214. Not by much, honestly. Okay. Chat, do you like this? 1, 2. 1, 2. Well, that's interesting. 1, 2. 1, 2. I don't think you'll find the wake word. Computer, add condoms to the shopping list. You can also just do none. Oh, that kind of looks not bad. Okay, chat. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. What do you think? So I didn't really talk about the connotations of this. So they looked into... They looked in the shadow and seen a twisted deity. Twisted deity kind of matches what I would call the serpent that we've seen within Mesmer's eye. So in turn, I assume this is most likely also the great serpent that is Mesmer. That is what Mesmer represents. So... weirdly, I think the exact people that Mesmer killed, that Mesmer was killing off in service of what he thought was Marika, but now I think might have been Mikola, was actually... they ended up worshipping the exact god that Mesmer represented, even though Mesmer was the one who killed a bunch of them. At least that's what I think it's saying. Oh. Two, but 3 is less horde. Here, I can make 2 lesser. If we like 2, but kind of like 3, we can work with this. We can work with this. Hang on. Hang on. We can work with it. How's that? This was without, this is with. How's that? What do you think of that? You like that? Or do you still prefer none? You still prefer 3? This is 1, 2. 1, 2. Pull up your menu. Well, I mean, that's not majority of the game. Majority of the game is going to be this. 1, 2. 1, 2. 2? Okay. I feel like you can't see jack diddly right now. This is what you prefer. I'm here for it. Whatever, man. I can actually look at the screen like this. You still think this is too much? And I can once again make it lesser. You have the power. You have the ability. That is better? Okay. I think right there. Cool. Now you can see. The youngins don't remember games like this. God damn. I never owned a Game Boy either. My first fucking... I guess the first gaming console that I kinda owned myself was a Game Boy Advance. I think it was a Game Boy Advance. You didn't? No, I had a Game Boy Advance, I think. I think that was the first one. Before that, I was playing N64 almost exclusively. So I put this marker here to be like, hey, there's a Erdtree thing over here. And I didn't get it. I might need to like look further into the description of it to figure out where it is. I will admit that getting this one single Erdtree fragment is taking longer than I thought it would. I had the Pokemon Edition Game Boy Color with a little Pikachu and Togepi on it. And now it's worth thousands, and I sold it when I was a kid. I sold it. So I sold it for movie money. Okay, alright. I had a Game Boy Advance that wasn't really worth infinite money or anything, but I threw it at my sister in rage because my sister was a prick when we were growing up. West of Cliff Road Tunnel. And the other shadow enemies and a dog. I didn't see it in here. Did I not? What the fuck? Supposedly it's up here. There's wallpaper change. You can change my wallpaper to whatever you want. Here's, unfortunately, the free workout. Well, free, but, you know. Not push-ups, let's fucking go! Literally anything but push-ups! Did I get a Erdtree fragment and I just fucking spaced? I'm trying. No, I did not. I'm gonna go rest, and then come back up here and see if the pop person is there. Can you see what I see? Can you see what I see? Ba 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 doo da da. I'm still mad to this day. Fair. You know. Literally, you wanted to watch movies. There's the pop person that I needed to kill. Yeah, maybe they, like, TP'd away or something. Maybe if I don't kill them fast enough, they don't drop what I need. Okay. Boom. Got one. Now I can get one level. Now I can be level 18. Oh, look, a death bird. In the Shadowlands. Holy shit. Okay. New content, new content, new content. Area missed. Missed area. Hey guys. That's not what I was looking for, but I'll take it. Not finding what I'm looking for. I hit that guy one time and his health bar didn't move, so I'm gonna move away. I feel crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. Left me in a room. Oh, hey! You're what I was looking for. I need you to know that I'm going to do all this, and then I'm going to go try to fight Radon again, and all of the muscle memory that I had is going to be gone. What time is it? Okay, we still got plenty. But I'll be a little stronger. Yeah. Okay. I do want to try to fight this boss. I don't really care that much. I would like to try. Okay. Okay. Oh, you're one of the big Deathrite birds. Forgot I can't lock on for this guy very easily. Whew. Okay. I chose to heal. It was honestly the right decision. Okay. Oh! Easy peasy. Yeah, how big his torso is? It's like, dude, you got short legs. It's a bird. Easy peasy. Thrust out armament to summon Ghost Flame. Follow up with a normal attack to set the ground ablaze. No lore? Okay. No lore? They do kind of look like that, farm. They are a deity that used to... they basically were kind of like the Grim Reaper or Karen, where they brought dead souls into the afterlife. Or dying people into the afterlife. I don't think it's necessarily clear. I could be wrong. But ever since Marika plucked the Rune of Death out of the Elden Ring, that's cool. It made it so that that version of death no longer exists, and in turn, they are basically an unused deity. In a way, or rather the deity that they are in service to is unused, which causes them to be antsy, I guess would be the word. They're very not happy with their position in the world right now.
I want that chubby communist girl off the show.
Sharp blade sculpted into a twisted shape, a glaive that has seen many years of use in the grave site. Said to serve as a medium for communion with spirits. Spin around, slashing foes while summoning vengeful spirits, which chase down foes. Additional inputs allow for a follow-up attack. Promise no spoilers. Quack missed you and wanted to say that they love you and love your presence in this community and love that you're around, and wanted to ask you to help them finish Monster Hunter because they're starting to lose drive by not having a group to help them go along with it. And they feel that monsters are taking a very long time to finish because they have gear that isn't very good, that isn't upgraded to where it needs to be. So they wanted help to get it there and have it so that they are able to finish bosses quicker and not take 50 hours on one quest when it's supposed to take 10 minutes, if even. Yeah, you also lost VIP. Kind of a lame weapon on this one. Cool concept, lame weapon. I like Loretta's War Sickle the most out of all of these. I really like this moveset. I really like this moveset. And this one. So in short, get gear. Yeah. Help Quack get gear to help them beat game faster. Or just be able to play game efficiently. I don't need no help. I'm a lone wolf. You're not a lone wolf if you quit the game like you sound like you were about to, because that sounded like what you were saying. Then you're just a quitter. A good for nothing give up. One more arcane, yippee! Alright. I only got one extra level, but we did find a new zone. I think all of the rest of my Erdtree stuff is inside of buildings and stuff. I don't know, though. I truly don't know. I just had an idea, actually. This is the last location that I haven't been to in the game. Or in this DLC, rather. World in 2018 was incredibly similar to this game. Rise in, I think it was 2020, was incredibly similar to this game off launch. This game has more of a story focus. Wilds has more of a story focus than those games, and it does a better job at storytelling than those games. Rise, in my opinion, has the worst story out of any Monster Hunter since 1, from what I know. And at least out of the three recents of World Rise Wilds, it has the worst story of the three. But Wilds does a very good job of storytelling, and that's where it has a difference. But, like, gameplay-wise and content availability off launch, incredibly similar. Almost exact. Is this a spear that I can do the same shit with where I throw it? Yes. Yes, it is. How are you? I'm doing good. Interesting. I agree with that, but Rise and Iceborne felt way more co-op friendly, where you can squad up and either be in the cutscene at the same time or not need to leave the quest after. I don't remember that from World at all. I remember World being and Iceborne being exactly the same, where you have to watch the cutscene and then they can join. Iceborne? I don't remember that from Iceborne. But Iceborne is Iceborne. We're not talking about an expansion right now. This is the main game. Once again, this is half of a video game that we are playing. This video game is not done. So we can't really judge this game versus Iceborne. We can only judge it versus World. Rise had hub quests that also were part of a story. Yeah. Hit them where they're the weakest. But Rise is also a very different kind of game in just about every single way. Other than monster quantity and side quest quantity. I guess even side quest quantity it's different because Rise had like 2 versions of Rise is weird. Rise is strange. I don't want to compare Wilds or to Rise at all because Rise is fucking strange. Rise is just a weird fucking video game. Rise is very strange. The way that Rise is built is strange, and if you prefer that, cool. But Rise is fucking weird. Rise is built weird. Rise is like 2 video games in one, but like not. And both are kind of like half built. Hi. They made improvements and then backtracked. Oh, for sure, but not backtracked. They isn't there a word for that? They oh, there's a word for it. But yeah, for sure. I agree with that. Regressed? Sure. Backsled is what I was looking for. They backsled. Yeah. Oh, yeah, whatever. I don't think that's a problem. But I'm saying that as a person that prefers playing solo first. I like to fight the monsters alone first. I don't want to play with teammates first to learn a monster. All that does is make it so that I don't learn the monster. I want to learn how to fight the dude. He's just petting his pet slime. I'm not gonna hurt him. I'm just gonna move on. I don't want to hurt him. I'll kill this guy because he shot at me first. But that guy can live down there. Smithing talisman. Like, you can prefer co-op. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just not the way that I want to play the game at first. After the first time, then yeah, whatever. Fuck it. I want to play with friends. Almost exclusively, I want to play with friends after the first time. But that first time in the story, like, I definitely want to fight that monster alone first. I want to learn how to fight it. If I play with friends, I'm just not going to learn. Not, like, I don't know. That's just me. I don't know, man. Rise is fucking strange. I mean, you could always do what CB did and play alongside someone. CB and It's Eggs Benedict played all of Wilds together, but not playing in the same lobby, just sitting in a call together, experiencing the monster and fighting it at the same time. Not doing it co-op, but being alongside each other while they do it. Alright. What is that? Circ? I'm gonna follow my gut. My gut says this. My gut was wrong. One of my friends has been nasically? I don't know what that word means. Oh, basically. Okay. I mean, I think it's still possible to do this game co-op entirely. It just requires the same rigmarole that World required, where you have to do the cutscene first. I agree that that's them backsliding, and that it shouldn't be that way, and that they should constantly improve, but that's not what happened. But, it is functionally the same thing as what it was. Because they hate me? I don't know. I think that, in my opinion, this is the best Monster Hunter made so far. I think that it is lacking content, and it needs more content, and that is because it is early access, basically, and it needs more. But what is there is fucking so good. My brain needs to stop spiraling. Go listen to... Underbass. It'll fix you. Open this door, right? They brought me into here. Do I have to kill these guys to progress? Hello. Okay. I don't think we can consider Monster Hunter Wilds early access. If we do that, we're allowing them to release an unfinished game and paying for it, and that's not good. I think besides bonus monsters, the game is finished, and expansions are like sequels without needing to download a whole new thing. I agree. However, look at the free update that we just got. You got that for free. You paid for the $70 game, sure, but the update that you just got added onto it. There's going to be so many more of that. You're going to buy the expansion, which is probably going to be like 30, 40 bucks. And there's going to be so much more free content after that. They didn't stop supporting World until 2024. That was 6 years after that game released, and then they stopped releasing content for it. I think that's right. So, like, yeah, sure, they released an unfinished game. You can shit on them for that, yes. You're not wrong for doing that, right? They should release a game with more content, right? However, to finish that game like we did, I believe it took 40 hours for me, right? And I think it was around the same time for most of us. It was probably around 40 hours. That's a 40-hour video game. That's not short for most games. There are many games that are $70 that are way shorter than that. 40 hours is not that short. 13 for low rank. To complete high rank, I don't think it took 13 hours, did it? It took me 2 12-hour streams and 3 normal streams, I think, to finish that game. I thought you meant story. To fully finish that game, to finish all of HR, to finish all of the content that was there off launch, I think it took around 30, 40 hours in between there. Because for me, it took 2 12-hour streams plus all of the streams in between. So that's not small. It's not giant. You know, I paid $70 for this game, and I've been playing this for 200 hours to when I first finished it. When I first finished it, it took 200 hours. So, like, it's not giant, but, like, it's not small for that. So, like, that is the size of a full game, but it is not complete because the story isn't complete, and the story won't be complete until we get this expansion, which is a DLC that you pay for. You could argue the same thing for this game. You could argue that the story isn't complete. When you finish this main game, you never see Mikola outside of his hand in a cocoon. You don't really learn that much about Mikola. It's very obviously a not a plot hole, but a hole in the plot that isn't expanded on or talked about. They don't talk about that in the main game that much. He is very much just barely there. So, like, you could argue that this game was incomplete when it released because of that, too. But, like, I think that you are not in the wrong for shaming them for releasing a game that is half finished, content-wise, not, like, optimization-wise. That's debatable. You're not in the wrong for that. However, alongside a like $30, $40 expansion that you will pay for, we will get so much free content that will pad out this video game in so many ways. Like, if Quack were to give up the game right now and return a year and a half from now when they release this expansion, there will be so much content to do. There will be such a deep well of stuff to do. So many side quests. Because they're going to be doing title updates every month or so. So it's like, I don't think you're in the wrong for being like, we shouldn't praise them for releasing an unfinished game. And I agree, we shouldn't praise them for releasing an unfinished game. But I don't think they deserve to be shamed either because of the amount of content that they will be releasing over time. I don't think that they deserve to be shamed, but I don't think they deserve to be praised. I do still think that this, at launch, is the best Monster Hunter game that I've played. When I've played World, I've played Rise, and I've played this all at launch. So, like, while I very much think that this is the best Monster Hunter to be released, at least since World, because I can't really say at launch for any of the other games. I very much think this is the best one. Now, will I think that still when the expansion and stuff comes out? We'll see. But as of right now, for like base game release, I do think that this is the best one. Anyways, I'm going to stop yapping so much because I want to beat this boss tonight. But I do like talking about Monster Hunter. And we'll continue talking, but not while standing still. Ba 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 boo ba boo ba boo ba 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 boo ba 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 boo ba boo ba boo ba boo ba boo ba boo ba ba boo ba boo ba 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 boo ba boo ba boo ba boo ba boo. What I'm saying is to really recap what I just said. I don't disagree with you, Vic. I do think that you're valid, 100%. But I don't think that this game has less content or is lesser than the other games. I think that it is, if anything, equal to the other games. And if anything, from my perspective, more because of the story. But, you know, it's all subjective. Usually there's like an anvil thing that I clear in here. there was not. Did you kill Radon? Nope. See that death count there? That's for Radon. Hey, Armator, who just got an ad, probably. I don't understand. Have I ever been up to that side? I don't think I have. Does this end up there? It does. Okay, I think I see what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the will to do it. Babu 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 boo babu boo babu 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 ba boo babu 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 boo babu 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 boo boo. Quack, would this help? What do you think? If you could install a quality of life mod IRL, what would it be? Give me an example. None of the other ones came out on PC, so none of them were rough on launch, but World was the first of the new formula. Yeah. Were you responding to something that I didn't read? Did I miss something? Or was it did I miss something? It said that earlier. Oh, okay. Whoa. One of the treasures of the ruined forge, greatsword of ancient meteoric ore, ending in a sharp point, fashioned from an excavated shard of an arrowhead that once was a part of the old god's arsenal. The old gods? A capable of piercing weapon that excels at thrusting attacks. White light charge. Summons white light from the crevice in the weapon's ancient meteoric ore, using its power for a charging attack which pierces foes. Additional inputs cause the light to explode. Nothing there. Enhances weapon throwing attacks. In ancient times, smithing was a divine act. The blacksmiths interpreted the script they perceived in the wrinkles of molten steel to imbue weapons with souls. Interesting. I wonder if old gods are in reference to, like, the god of the giants. Whoa! Sick. Either instantly dry things or never be itchy. Quality of life update. So like a small thing that would improve life. Rewind button to make different choices. I feel like that's too big. I also feel like fast travel's too big. I'm thinking very small. Okay, I have two ideas. Idea number one is the ability to immediately make any clothing be immediately like fit. So like as though you went to a tailor and paid money for them to tailor your clothing. That. But like just immediately. The second that you put it on, it just fits to you in the way that you would prefer to. That's number one. Number two, my second idea is the inability to have bad posture unless intentional. So, unless you are intentionally choosing to slouch, the inability to have bad posture unintentionally. Do you mean like child's clothes too? Because those would be hella cheaper than people clothes? I just mean like I put on this shirt. Let's say I don't like this, right? Like, let's say I don't like that it does this. It cuts in the edges. Or, like, you know, stuff like that. Or, like, I don't like how this pocket is only one piece of fabric. I wish it was two. So that it was more layered and more rigid. Because it shows my nipple. It doesn't do it that much anymore because I've been doing 5 million push-ups. So I don't have as much man titties as I did. I would like this to have two. Just, like, little things like that. Those are my two ideas of like what I think quality of life update I would like. I like the fingernails not growing. That's pretty good. Hair not growing after you choose its length would be pretty good. I didn't even notice your nipple until you pointed it out. Well, it's not really there now. It's not really like there at all. But it was. Sleeves are always rolled perfectly. Yeah, stuff like that. You know, I don't know. I was trying to think very small. Oh, why am I using this? Alright, chat. I'm going again. Dang. Okay. Well, one that I've been experiencing a lot lately because I've been working out a lot more, and pushing myself a lot more. When I don't work out for a long period of time and I start like raising my intensity, I get extremely itchy because of the increased blood flow causing my arteries, not my arteries, my arteries to grow in size to be able to take the increased blood flow, right? I would like that to not happen. I would like that to not... I would like blood flow to be optimal at all times. Thank you. What about my artilleries? I would like all guns disabled. Go back to bow and arrow. You want to hunt? Nah, that's too bad. You're going to use a bow and arrow or a spear. We did just fine, okay? Crossbows can stay, but just barely. Just barely. The archery contest exists. The world is exactly the same in every single way, but there's no gunpowder. I feel as though me getting that skidoo tree thing did nothing for me. And it is simply a get good. What weapon categories you found in the DLC so far? Oh, I don't know. I don't know, I'd have to look. I think I learned that thing that I said about Katy Perry, not from Gabby Bell, but from, I think, John Oliver? I can't believe that. I can't believe the, pulling up the rocks didn't hit me there. I'm glad it didn't. I'm surprised. I'm dead. Oh my god. My earbud just died. Oh. then I was like, what am I doing? Yeah, I can definitely see why people think this is difficult. Luckily, I'm a gamer, so I'm gonna beat it in 19 more tries. I think that he just has a lot of health. I don't think you have the weapon I want to ask about. I mean, you could ask about it anyways. I might find it. I can go get it. I'm at the end of the game. Or the DLC, rather. Okay. This one doesn't count. I'm strictly doing research. Sir, I'm doing research right now. It looks like it's just a cliff. I'm dead. I'm alive. Shouldn't did that. Dang it. Still can't figure that one out. Okay. Every time. If I timed that wrong, that would have been it. I forgot last time. He's only done that attack twice, I think. That I've recognized it. And both times I didn't expect there to be more when there was.
Lord brother. At long last you are returned.
What? What? What does that mean? Was he not returned before? What?
Tarnished one. Aspiring lord of the old order. If you have known sin, if you grieve for this world, then yield the path forward to us. To I, Nicola, and
Four
my
arms.
promised consort, Radahn.
That's new. When the fucking dude called down a fucking beam from the heavens! And then it fucking hit the transmission across the battlefield! What the fuck was that? What the fuck? What the... It fucking zoomed! I was already dead and he fucking zoomed! Right after he fucking called down a beam! He fucking shot me with laser piss and then fucking zoomed away! What the shit? And that's phase 2! And we're not even halfway! We were a third down the health bar! And he said fucking Radahn returned, finally? Who was I fighting the first time? If Radahn doesn't return until the second phase, who am I fighting in the first phase? What do you mean? What are you talking about? What the fucking what? Maybe it's not meant to be taken literally like that. Instead, it's like his spirit returned to the body, but he wasn't all there. And the lust of battle is what Mikola was referencing. Finally, you've returned, as in, finally, the brother that I know and love. Because he started to get all horn-dogged up for the battle. Because he's like all like ultimate warrior bullshit. Maybe? Okay. Just checking around. Making sure. There's nothing. You never know. Okay. Could have just dropped. That's okay. I see that there's an item below me as well. Oops, wrong button. Okay. And then make my way down here. Shalom. Oh yeah, also, now I can say it now that we've seen Mikola. I got a little spoiled, but like it wasn't really that big of a deal. I got spoiled while we were making a thumbnail. Or while I was making a thumbnail for the VOD. I knew that Mikola had 4 arms, and I very much chose to point it out during that cutscene. Acting. Because I learned that the flower that we fought, the big flower, mimics Mikola's design. So the big flower has 4 arms, because Mikola has 4 arms. They mimic each other's design. Or rather, the flower mimics Mikola. Because the flower is from Mikola's rune. What flower? I'll also look at those ashes in a minute. This one. The shadow sunflower thing that we fought. Thought I only had 2 arms. No, I had 4. Oh, that sucks. Hi! I'm gonna pick up the item first. Yoink! Wasn't what I thought it'd be. Worth it. Wasn't. Oh! It's an elevator back up, I assume. Let's check a look, So I'm down in Balurat now. It's interesting that in Balurat, the town below Enir Ilum, they cover the statues. But in... Interesting. But in, what's the word? Where is my brain? In Enir Ilum, they don't. In Enir Ilum, they don't cover the statues. The statues are very much visible and proud. I assume the thing's down there and not up here. Have you considered that you're visible and proud? No, I'm straight. Anyone that's proud to be straight is just a asshole. Anyone's like, I'm straight and I'm proud. You're an asshole. You are a dick. Ah, fuck. Straight and I'm proud. I said what I said. Away I go! Bye! No thanks. No thank you. Bye! Goodbye! Came too far to die to you right now. God damn, this thing is hidden. Holy shit. I'm fucking walking across the whole goddamn city. The twin blade symbolizing abundance, the secret treasure of the tower. Though the blades fashioned from golden shoots are largely wilted and darkened, their luster can be restored by dealing damage to foes. However, the damage dealt to those who live in death will have no effect. Using the power of the vortex, violently swirl the armament, dealing multiple slashes directly ahead. The greater the restored luster of the blades, the greater the power of this skill. However, the use of this skill will fully consume the blade's luster. And also, Inquisitor Ashes. The Inquisitor hags wield barbed candlesticks. One of the Inquisitors casts a tower hex to heal HP, while the hex of the other boosts her own attack power. Inquisitions often perplexed the minds of the uninitiated, and so seniority was viewed as an asset. "24 faith." Okay. Boom. So, abundance, I believe that this weapon may be in reference to Mikola. Maybe. Mikola is very closely tied to abundance. His rune is the rune of abundance. It's a consumable. Wait, I have the consumable rune! Okay, well, it doesn't say here, but his rune is abundance. Hey, man. I see, so now it has its luster. Okay. So it might be in reference to Mikola, and it might be sealed because it is tied to Mikola. Maybe the people of this town, prior to all of this stuff, worshipped Mikola or something, and that's how he knew it existed. I truly don't know. I feel as though I have missed something grandiose from this DLC that I'm not understanding, and I think it really has to do with what the Shadow Realm is. Because I don't know if we're in the past, we're in an alternate dimension. I have no idea. But anyways, I'm gonna kill this boss now. I always forget that there's one more there. Dang it. I'm being confirmed that it kind of does, because it is a twin blade of both rot and abundance, which is kind of interesting. I read a thing, and it made me realize something that I hadn't considered. So this whole time, I was looking at this image in the trailer, this image right here, of this person going up, reaching into a corpse, and doing this thing. I was looking at this person as though this is Mikola. But what if it isn't? What if this isn't Mikola? You can see here, when they reach into the corpse, see that bracelet? See that right there? If you look at Marika's design, she has the bracelets. She has those. If you look at Mikola's design in the image of the teaser for this game, he doesn't have that. See that? If we zoom in to the boss here, you can even see his wrist right here. Kind of. And he doesn't have that. Even when in the Moog image, he doesn't have those. This isn't Mikola. This is Marika. And this isn't opening the gate to the lands between. Or rather, this isn't opening the gate to the Shadow Realm. This is opening the gate to the lands between. They are leaving the gate to enter what is the main game. This is basically them ascending to godhood. Using all of these people. So Marika, with her son, Mesmer, gathered up all of these dead bodies in this war that we see here. Gathered up all of these souls in this battle that we see here. Because notice as we go through here, as we watch this trailer, you don't see many bodies. You see 1, 2, and then the one that they just pulled that spear out of, and then 3. You don't see that many, all in all. There's not like a pile of corpses or anything. So they collected the bodies right here and opened the gateway to the lands between. And the reason it looks so ashy in the way that it is now is because we are here so long after this happened. This is not recent. This is thousands of years ago that this happened. This is thousands of years ago. Because that's America. So this isn't Mikola opening the gate. This isn't Mikola ascending to godhood. This is Marika opening the gate and ascending to godhood. So in this game that we're playing, the timeline that we're in here, this is Mikola trying to do the same thing to open the gateway to return to the lands between to ascend to godhood so that he can take Marika's place. And that's why we're here. Mikola is basically retracing the steps that Marika took. But also reviving Radahn along the way so that he can marry someone to be his Elden Lord. But who knows? Maybe Marika did that too with Godfrey. I don't know. Maybe Godfrey was her version of Radahn. Oh my god! And he's all lion themed too? And that's Godfrey's whole thing. Godfrey is all like, fucking, no, not her brother. But like Godfrey is all like lion themed and shit, and so is Radahn. It is a direct parallel. Miquella is retracing Marika's steps to such a degree, using the leftovers from Marika and using a much more powerful soul that is Mohg in order to open the gate and go through and become the Empyrean to be the chosen for the greater will, and using Radahn to fucking be the new Elden Lord and I guess Elden Queen in a way. Huh. Does Miquella know about Radagon? That's the whole reason we're here, dog. Yes. Oh my god. And they even talk about kindly Miquella during that moment to hide the fact that that's Marika. And in here, they talk about Marika's first steps in the village that she was born in and shit. They talk about that because she was born here. She was here. She had a life here. She had a son. Maybe a daughter. There's a mention of it, but we never learned who that is, or never learned. And now we're here where Miquella is retracing those steps to do the same exact thing using the leftovers from Marika. Oh my god. Still don't necessarily know what the Shadow Realm is. I think it's like a fucking... Because that's what I initially tried to figure out just then when I did that little moment of research. Still don't know what this area really is. I think it's like... I think we might be inside of the Erdtree. I don't honestly know. It says the shadow of the Erdtree, but like we see the Erdtree of all sides. I have no fucking idea. I have no idea. I think we might be in like a afterlife kind of scenario for the Erdtree. Maybe this is like... Maybe when they talk about like... Maybe when they talk about, like, people being resurrected, what they actually mean is they end up in here. So, like, it's not death because you end up in here. I don't know. But Miquella forgot one crucial step. I think if he is retracing Marika's ascension to godhood, why is he using old bodies from another age? I'm assuming the pillars weren't made of people, just for show, but were alive for... a great sacrifice during Marika's time. Well, Miquella is full god. Miquella is born of Radagon and Marika, who are the same person. So Miquella is pure blood god. I don't think Mesmer's murking people. I don't think Mesmer... I don't think Mesmer's killing people right now. I don't think that's what's happening. I think what we seen of Mesmer doing that crusade was Mesmer doing that crusade for Marika. And I don't think Mesmer's killing people anymore. I think Mesmer has been basically sitting in that room waiting for his mommy to come back. Or waiting for his mommy to set him free. But yeah, maybe Miquella is manipulating Radahn. Where is he? Dead now. But he was chilling in the Black Keep over here. In the Shadow Keep, is that what it's called? Yeah. In this room right here, I think. What was it over here? This. Mesmer's Dark Chamber. He was chilling here. Maybe maybe Miquella doesn't need the bodies because he's all about regrowth and stuff. in abundance. Maybe that's what Moog's corpse is being used for, beyond just reviving Radahn? Maybe we'll see. Maybe we will see. We are, once we finish this boss, I assume something's gonna happen. So, maybe we'll see. If he's sacrificing Moog, who's kind of a god too, yeah, I mean, like, that soul would be worth a lot more than the soul of a normie civilian, like all of these corpses assumedly are. Because, like, if this, well, I guess, I mean, we killed Moog. I don't know, man, I don't know. Where, again, like, once we finish this boss, I assume we will probably see something along those lines. We also didn't really analyze, Nicola's dialogue of when phase 2 started, so I don't know. Well, I guess that's it for now. I'm gonna give it more tries. I think I need to reschedule. What is happening to me? I think I'm going to try to figure out who Mesmer's sister is, or rather where we would learn what who Mesmer's sister is, because it references her and we're at the end of the DLC, so I think I'm safe to not spoil myself, but learn where things are a little bit more. Because, like, otherwise I'm not, like, there's not going to be a reality where I go all the way back to, like, the abandoned ailing village or something like that. Like, I'm not going to do that at this point. I'm going to fight this boss and then I'm going to move on, you know what I mean? So, I feel as though I'm going to figure out, I'm going to do some research on my off time, figure out some things that I maybe missed, including that, some big things. Not like looking into the lore of them, but just figuring out where things are. And then at the beginning of next time that we play, which will be next week, we will go through and find those things and read those things and theory craft of if those change the meaning of anything. Because we found Adoria, or whatever it's called. Euphoria, Euporia. We found Euporia, which might mean something, that word, by the way. And that very much seems to suggest to me that maybe these people worshipped Mikola or something, but that doesn't make sense to me in, like, in the order of which things have happened. So, I don't know. I'll look into it and figure out what I want to find, and see if it brings different context to things, because we made, like, huge revelations this stream in relation to the timeline of things and what even the trailer of this DLC means, especially in the context of the timeline of the order of which things happened and stuff. So looking into that kind of stuff can make everything make more sense. I do feel as though this Shadow Realm is like is maybe inside of the Erdtree or something like that. I don't know. Or, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But that's going to be it for today. Bye.